friends, welcome back to another Hometopia speed build. This time we're working on a modern bedroom design. My little task here was to basically stage this room because the owner was selling this house and they had very specific parameters of modern style furniture only. And of course, that's right up my alley. Now, you don't get to see beforehand what style the client wants. You just kind of know that, okay, they're renovating a room. You don't know if it's a bedroom or anything, or it's an outdoor project, or it's an add-on. So I kind of lucked out with this one. Modern styles are definitely my favorite. It's definitely more to my, personal aesthetic than anything else. And so I definitely, you notice in the laundry room one, if you haven't watched that video yet, I definitely use the same, kind of color palette, grays and turquoises, light pastel-y turquoises and blues. So yeah, I definitely have a theme, an MO when I decorate. I kept trying to figure out how to place this bed in this awkwardly shaped room. I think that was the biggest challenge. And again, I apologize for the herky-jerky camera movement. When I speed these up, I don't think about it while I'm actually doing the build. And I kind of wish there was a fixed point sort of decorating when it came to stuff like this so that it didn't do this as much. So again, I apologize, guys. But yeah, so here I am just kind of trying to make this work with the stipulations I was given. And, again, my favorite style of furniture, and I do really like the kind of things that they have in the game for this particular modern kind of contemporary look. And I really had a great time putting this together. You can customize the furniture. There is a spot to do that where you can kind of customize the wood or the fabric, or if it has some stone or metal. But there are still some limitations with your customizations. And again, that's another thing kind of I hope that they tweak a little bit as they continue developing. It would be nice to I wish the user mechanic for it was a little bit better. It's a little confusing at first, and it takes you kind of a minute to get adjusted and know what to click on and how to do things. So that's again, another criticism I have. There are some things that are kind of buggy or slow, like with any early access game. But I do like this. I played Sims 4 for a little while. And the only really thing I enjoyed about that game was the decorating aspect. And so I kind of feel like this game is The Sims minus taking care of the people, which was never like a favorite of mine with The Sims. Like, I have to live my life in real life and take care of myself. I don't want to have to do it for like an in-game character. I'd rather just decorate. And this game kind of gives me that. But again, there are some improvements that can be made. And if you're thinking about getting it, I haven't quite made up my mind if I'm going to recommend this as it's worth $20. I mean, I personally, for me, with the kind of games that I like to play and the kind of things that I like to do when I play a game, this definitely is worth it for me. Even with some of the things that are kind of buggy about it and that don't work as great as I would like, I do think if you're really, really hardcore into decorating, this is your game. It is only, I think, mouse and keyboard supported at this moment in time as recording this. I do think I don't know if they're ever going to do controller. I'd have to go dig into the Discord to see if that's a planned thing. I think it would be, honestly, less clunky with a controller, but that could just be me because I'm used to playing with a controller versus a mouse and keyboard, and I feel like the movements would be a little more fluid. I feel like when I have to use a mouse to kind of move, it's not as fluid as I would like. And when I try to do these like designs or showcase something, and I'm using a mouse to sort of pan around, it just feels very jerky, and it could just be me. User error on my end. But yeah, so I do tend to go a little matchy-matchy with things. I pick like 2 or 3 colors, and then I just go with those 2 or 3 colors and have more of a monochromatic theme. I find that very soothing in real life and in decorating in a game. As you can see here, I put down some blinds and I customized the outside color to sort of match the rest of the furniture in the room. I do like these simple little, designs that, aren't too terribly cluttered and that have like a clean look. It's my aesthetic in real life and definitely works out here in this game as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed putting this together. You can kind of get lost, I sat here trying to record content the other day and I think 4 hours went by and I was like, oh my God, I got a little sucked in. And so yeah, that's if you really love designing and you really love decorating, I definitely think this is a game for you. You may want to wait though until they kind of work out some of the kinks. And here I am kind of showing some of the customizations you can do in terms of the fabric and the wood and different things like that very quickly. I was just kind of experimenting. Do I like what's the default or do I want to go with something else? In the end, I ended up leaving it alone. But there you go. And here's the final little walkthrough. I'd stay there, wouldn't you? It's totally my vibe. In fact, my bedroom kind of looks like that. So, life imitating art, imitating life. You do what you know. And I do that a lot. Well, anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.